Jim Jones on trial. Chrissy's secrets exposed in open court. And Camron, yes, Harlem's own Camron, delivering a final blow that left the entire courtroom gasping. Oh, you thought Dipset drama was just for the gram? Think again, because this time, it's not just messy, it's criminally messy. Picture this, a courtroom packed tighter than a Summer Jam VIP section. Cameras flashing, prosecutors foaming at the mouth, and Chrissy Lampkin sitting front row, with the expression of a woman who just realized the wig glue ain't strong enough to hold this facade together. What went down behind those courthouse doors wasn't just scandal. It was a public dissection of loyalty, lies, and one very expensive secret that was never supposed to see the light of day. Camron didn't just testify, he torched the entire legacy with one sentence. And let's just say Chrissy's reaction. Phew, somebody call Mona Scott, because even Love and Hip Hop couldn't write this script. So grab your snacks, because what you're about to hear will have you questioning every Dipset reunion, every VH1 confession, and every ride or die relationship you ever believed in. Welcome to the trial of the century. Let's begin. Let's rewind. Because this courtroom chaos didn't come out of nowhere. This isn't just another day in hip-hop headlines. No, this is the implosion of Harlem's royal trio, Jim Jones, Chrissy Lampkin, and Camron. Once seen as untouchable, dripping in street respect and reality TV clout. These three now find themselves at the center of a scandal that's more tangled than Chrissy's lace fronts in a wind tunnel. Now, we all know Jim Jones, rapper, Dipset boss, and unofficial mayor of Harlem. But what they don't put in the Instagram bios is the trail of whispers that's followed him for years. Shady deals, questionable contracts, alliances with people. Even your favorite drug lord's side-eye and a loyalty complex so toxic, it makes Love and Hip Hop look like Sesame Street. But Jim didn't fall alone, 'cause where there's smoke, Chrissy's probably fanning the flames in stilettos. For over a decade, she's played the loyal fiancé, holding down the empire, while Jim handled business. But what was really going on behind those diamond-studded curtains? What was Chrissy really covering up? And more importantly, why was she named multiple times in that courtroom transcript? According to insiders, and when we say insiders, we mean those anonymous sources who suddenly had a lot to say once. The subpoenas hit. This wasn't just Jim's downfall. This was a joint operation. Chrissy wasn't just standing by her man. She was allegedly helping him hide dirty money under fake businesses, reality TV deals, and even a charitable foundation that mysteriously never filed a single 990 form. Suspicious. Only if you believe in taxes. But wait, the real kicker. The star witness who turned this courtroom into primetime television, Camron himself. That's right, the pink mink ring. Slick-talking Harlem legend walked into that courtroom, took the stand, and dropped what can only be described as lyrical bombs wrapped in legal dynamite. According to reports, Cam testified that not only did he know about Jim's dealings, he tried to warn him multiple times. And when Jim refused to listen, Cam did what Cam does best. He spoke on it, and that's where it all went downhill. Because Cam didn't stop at Jim. Oh no, he dragged Chrissy too, in front of a judge, under oath, and what he said. Let's just say it wasn't about a proposal or a reality show renewal. Camron revealed alleged details about offshore accounts, cash payments to unknown shell corporations, and even a luxury condo bought under a fake name tied to Chrissy's cousin's ex-boyfriend's LLC. You can't make this up, but we kinda did. Now the courtroom was buzzing. Internet was foaming at the mouth, and Chrissy. Let's just say if looks could kill, Cam would have been buried in a Dipset coffin before lunchtime. So let's talk about the leak. Because the moment Camron's testimony hit the courtroom air, it was like someone opened the floodgates. At TMZ headquarters and threw gasoline on a Twitter bonfire. One anonymous court clerk, yes, allegedly couldn't keep quiet and accidentally let a few internal documents fall into the hands of the press. What showed up next on the blogs? Leaked wire transfers, suspicious property deeds, and a folder labeled Lampkin Holdings LLC that had more red flags than a boxing match in North Korea. The documents allegedly tie Chrissy to a network of shell companies stretching from New Jersey to the Cayman Islands. That's right, Sis was out here playing Monopoly with real money and losing the receipts along the way. One file showed a six-figure deposit made in cash to an offshore account, listed under a pseudonym that sources say was Chrissy's old high school nickname. Cute, but illegal, and the internet. Oh, they had a field day. Hashtag Chrissy Thucklichter was trending by noon with one viral tweet reading, "Chrissy out here hiding money like it's Easter Sunday." Meanwhile, Jim looked confused in court like he lost his Metro card. Other post showed a freeze frame of Camron's smirk on the stand with the caption, "When you finally drop the mixtape and the indictment at the same time." But let's not get distracted. This isn't just about viral memes. We're talking about federal-level accusations. Investigators believe the Lampkin-Jones household may have laundered over $2.3 million in unaccounted income through fake entertainment ventures and event planning businesses that never actually threw a single party. And the best part? They allegedly used some of that money to fund Chrissy's infamous reality show Comeback, the one that mysteriously never aired. I wonder why. Maybe the producers got nervous once they realized the craft services table was funded by international crime, and here's where it gets even more twisted. According to another unnamed insider, this one claims to have been Chrissy's former glam squad assistant. She overheard Chrissy panicking about a missing ledger that was not supposed to be seen. It's the same ledger that allegedly detailed monthly payouts, cash movement schedules, and emergency hush payments for people who knew too much. Girl, are we still talking about reality TV? Or is this a deleted scene from Narcos Harlem Edition? And where was Jim in all this? Allegedly, he was still under the impression that everything was being handled. Sources close to the case say he even told his legal team, "Chrissy's got it. Hey baby, she had it all right? Had it? Stashed, hidden, encrypted. And possibly buried in a safe under a cousin's nail salon by the time the prosecution wrapped their case." Harlem wasn't just watching. It was boiling. Outside the courthouse, crowds gathered like it was a block party gone wrong. Reporters tripped over each other trying to get the first quote. While Chrissy was allegedly rushed into a black SUV looking like a real housewife escaping a federal raid. And Jim, he was seen clutching paperwork like it was a rap contract from 2004, visibly shaken, mumbling something about not knowing it was this deep. Spoiler alert, it was deeper than Cam's mixtape vault. But what came next wasn't just a scandal, it was implosion. The judge ordered a formal review of every business entity tied to Jim and Chrissy in the last decade. That's right, reality show production deals, merchandising ventures, club appearances. Even Chrissy's old lipstick line that sold out in 10 minutes, all under federal investigation. The IRS didn't just knock on the door, they kicked it in with a spreadsheet and a flashlight. Meanwhile, VH1 executives allegedly went into panic mode. According to inside leaks, the network was this close to re-signing Chrissy and Jim for a Love and Hip Hop redemption arc. But now, that deal's deader than Jim's last album rollout. One executive was even overheard saying, "We signed. Up for messy, not RICO charges." Moot. But it wasn't just brands backing out. Sponsors dropped them like bad Wi-Fi. A sneaker collab Jim was about to launch. Gone. A hair care line Chrissy was quietly investing in. Disappeared faster than her court-ordered statements. And fans, they split like Dipset after the second reunion tour. Half still screaming free capo, while the other half sang, "Lock 'em up." They knew what they were doing, and Camron. Cam did what any Harlem legend would do. Dropped a diss track the same night. Titled Federal Friends. The lyrics were as shady as the testimony. Told you to keep it clean. But you chased dirty money. Now the feds are in your closet taking more than your bunny. The streets were shaking. Twitter lit up. YouTube reactors had thumbnails ready with Chrissy crying and Jim frozen mid-blink. As for the legal consequences, sources close to the DA's office say, Chrissy may be facing individual charges separate from Jim, money laundering, obstruction, conspiracy. Oh yes. The Girl Boss Hustle Meetup just turned into a jailhouse tutorial on how to fold laundry in the county. Jim's sentencing is rumored to be extended based on new findings, and there's even talk of Cam being offered immunity in exchange for deeper testimony. So where does that leave Harlem's once golden couple? A media disaster, a fractured empire, and a man who thought loyalty meant silence, while the woman he trusted allegedly built an empire on secrets. But the real question is, how long before another secret leaks? Because if Chrissy's past has taught us anything, it's that some skeletons don't stay buried for long. If you think this saga is over, think again. The real dirt hasn't even surfaced yet. What would you do if your loyalty came with a prison sentence? Hit that like button. Drop your wildest theory in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe because the next bombshell is already loading.